I can do better than the highlight I'm giving you guys. We're going to try this. Oh, goodness. I love this highlighter. Hi friends! So today I wanted to do a really fun video for you guys. I wanted to do my November, I'm going to call it Slays and Nays. I did Google this and saw that Nikita Dragon calls her videos Slays and Nays. I don't watch Nikita Dragon, so I technically didn't steal it from her, but I do want to give her credit because she thought of the name before I did. I thought I was being original, and I wasn't, so I don't want to claim like I'm being original. So I kind of just wanted to go through with you guys the stuff that I really loved this month of November, and also the stuff that I was like, this is trash. So please like and subscribe. There is still time to enter my giveaway. It ends Saturday at midnight. I'm picking 2 winners this time because it's for 500 and 750 subscribers. This is crazy. I'm so excited that this is happening though. Like, this is just like everything I ever wanted coming into YouTube. And I'm gonna make a whole video on it later, but it just truly, like, thank you so much for subscribing. It truly means like the world to me. So we're gonna start off with the slays. I can't pull that off. Starting out with the first thing for this month, we are gonna talk about MAC Peaches. I know I'm a little late on this. It looks like this. Hopefully you can kind of see the tone of, obviously it's a peachy blush. It's called MAC Peaches. I don't have a ton of MAC products because I don't have a place near me where I live that sells MAC a lot. But I was in Washington, D.C. for Thanksgiving, and I went to one of their malls there, and they had a whole MAC counter, which was like the most exciting. And all of it was 20% off because it was Black Friday. And I've seen a lot of, I mentioned this in Products Beauty Gurus Made Me Buy, James Charles and Gabriel Zamore both mentioned this within like a day of me watching their videos. So I had to go get it. I love a peachy blush. I'm actually wearing it right now. I don't know if you can see, but it's like, I'm subtly showing off my highlight too. It's like the prettiest, most like beautiful and natural glow to your face, and I'm just absolutely obsessed with this. This is 100% worth the money. Oh, I wouldn't say that, because you could definitely probably find dupes for this at the drugstore. I want to try and do a whole video, one side of my face drugstore and the other side kind of more high-end products. So if you guys would like to see that, let me know. And this is one I definitely want to try to dupe, because if I don't have to pay $25 for something, like, that would be fantastic. And if I can save you guys the money and still give you the pretty finish, that would also be fantastic. So MAC Peaches, #1 slay for this month. It was fantastic. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Plus. I'm sorry if you guys hear the wind. I live in a very windy place. I live near a really, really huge lake, so we get a lot of wind, and I have to film right next to a window, unfortunately, to hear some wind. I hope it doesn't pick up, but if it does, I'm sorry. So this is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer, and it looks like this. I am in the shade Cork. Yeah, I'm in the shade 5.75 Cork, and it looks like this. I have been wearing this non-stop since I bought it. I kind of thought it was a gimmick because I saw a lot of people being sponsored to talk about this foundation, so I was like, There's a girl on YouTube named Miss Remy Ashton. She has like 1 million subscribers, I think. She is so adorable, and she's so positive, and she did a review on this, but then later, in a different video, she used it again, and she was like, honestly, I'm not even sponsored in this video, I just truly love this stuff, and I have a similar, like, skin texture to hers. I wouldn't say we're the same shade at all, but I definitely have the similar skin texture. So I tried this out, and I love this. The only thing I will say is that it isn't it's long wearing enough that I can wear it from my 9 to 5 day, because I kind of start my day at 9 and end it at 5:30. And it's long enough that it stays on pretty well, but it does start to get a little cakey, kind of in like my nose area and above my lip, which is places foundation typically gets cakey. So this probably isn't the best foundation in the world, but for the price, it's I think $27, $26. For the price, this is a really, really, really fantastic foundation. It blends beautifully, and I love the applicator because you guys can kind of see it's like a dofa applicator. So it's like a concealer applicator, but for foundation, and I just love that. I think that's so unique. So the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation is probably one of my favorites right now. I have 2 palettes I wanted to talk about. So this is the Too Faced, of course, the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. I'm kicking myself for not buying this sooner. I wasn't going to buy it because I swatched it in stores, and I didn't, like, love the swatches, but this just kind of goes to show swatches can be so kind of misleading in the stores. This is just, I love this now. This is just such a beautiful palette, and it has every single shade that I could ever even dream of having in a palette. Like, this is my ideal palette. I love it because it's kind of gotten me to play more with just doing all matte. I know I'm like real shimmer today, but I tend to do a lot of glitter because I just love how that looks. But this has kind of gotten me feeling more creative into doing just like all matte looks, which I think is kind of cool. This is a really, really awesome palette. It is a little bit expensive for the price, and I probably do have other palette. I have a lot of palettes. You can check out my palette collection video. I'll put it in the cards. But this is kind of, if you have a lot of peachy shades already, you probably don't need this, but if you just kind of want it because it's like fun and you're like me and you just like makeup, then this is awesome. And if you don't have any matte peachy shades, like, get this. It's so beautiful. It blends beautifully. I really, 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 really like this. This is the first product from Too Faced, like their powders that I've loved in a long time. This was a really, really good one from them. The next palette I want to talk about is the Tarte Clay Play palette. It looks like this. The packaging is so cute, like to die for. I can't show Tarte palettes really without blinding you because they just make all of their stuff metallic. So here it is. See the shine? Okay, so you can kind of see it has 3 contour shades here, and then it has kind of some neutral shadows. Oh, I just can't help it. It has like neutral shadows all up in here. This is so difficult. The only thing I will say is that the darkest contour shade that they have in this palette, this kind of like darker one right here, is incredibly red. I kind of usually like to mix all contours in the palettes and then use them, just because that's what works best for my skin tone. And it was like bad. Like it was way darker than it looked, and it was way more red toned than it looked. I also love the black shade in here, the eyeshadow shade that's black. What is it called? Onyx. I love that shade. That is like my ideal black shade because it's not too pigmented. I find black is like the hardest shadow to work with in my opinion. Like it's just so difficult to fully like make it work because you always have just a little bit too much. This is not so pigmented that it's very, very, very light at first, even if you kind of don't tap off your brush enough. Incredibly light, and it's so easy to build up to just the amount of like pigmentation that you want. I really, really, really like this palette, and I think it's really good for travel too because it has contour shades I can use, not the darkest one, but some contour shades I can use and some really, really pretty eyeshadows. So this is a great palette. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about is this is my final slay. I try to do 5 slays and 5 nays because I hate when people call it slays and nays and then there's like 70 slays and like 1 nay. I'm here to watch for the negatives too, okay? Like I'm trying to keep it equal. So this is another one from Too Faced, and this is their Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cool Girl. This, I'm wearing it on my lips right now. If you wanted a dupe for, what's it called? Dolce from Kylie Cosmetics. That's my favorite neutral of all time is Dolce. This you can buy in store. You don't have to pay the shipping fee, and it's actually a better formula. It's more long lasting. I have eaten like soup with this lipstick on, and it doesn't, I just threw it, and it doesn't budge. This is a fantastic lipstick. It is a little bit expensive. $21 is kind of a lot to pay for a lipstick, but this formula is just like to die for. I'm kicking myself again for not trying these sooner. The bottle always threw me because I don't like the bottle shape. It's weird to store. There's not really an easy way to store these, and they're kind of just like deceiving because you think you're getting more product because the bottle's a little bit bigger, but you're actually not getting that much product. But I still love the formula of these, and I'll definitely be buying more of the Too Faced Melted. I keep throwing this. I'm literally going to break it. I'm going to buy more of these, and I'm going to put it down before. So now we're going to go to the nays. Okay, so the first nay of this month. This is like the worst product. I'm not going to say that because I've tried some really subculture. Hello. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. I don't really care if it set my makeup for a year and my makeup didn't budge for a year after putting this on my face. The smell of this is absolutely fucking disgusting. This is the grossest smell. When you would think that Wet n Wild would have been like, oh, they're spraying this literally into their nostrils. Why don't I make it smell like something like flowers or daisies? Like, why would you make it smell like actual chemicals? Like, I don't understand. I'm going to spray it right now and I'm going to regret it because it's going to. Oh, it's just so bad. It's so chemically. It's not cute at all. Oh, that's so bad. No, this is a no. This is a nay. This is so, I literally have it in my mouth. I don't even know how. It's so gross. I hate this. I bought it when I was going down to DC for Thanksgiving because I forgot a setting spray. So I wanted to bring one. And I literally just couldn't even use a setting spray the whole time I was down there because this was absolute trash. Like, I'm actually probably just going to throw this out. It's trash. It was cheap, thankfully, but trash. Trash nonetheless. Okay, next. So this is a nay. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. And I'll tell you why it's a nay. It just doesn't mesh with my skin well. If that's like the best way I can say it. It just creases. I already have kind of, I think if you had really good under eyes already, this would work totally fine for you. But if you have kind of creasy eyelids like me, like I get major creasing right in here. If you have that, this is not going to work for you, unfortunately. It just, no matter how much you set it with setting powder, it just creases, which is sad. I actually, though, normally I would return something like that if something wasn't really working for me. But I decided to use this as an eyeshadow setting liquid today, and this worked fantastic. So I would not rebuy this because $26 for an eyeshadow setting or an eyeshadow primer is like ridiculous. But while I have it, I might as well try and use it, I guess. So I'm trying to make the best of this one. But for your under eyes, it's just like, nah. Watch me whip. Watch me nah. I hate myself. Next, the ColourPop Supernova Shadows. These, I feel tricked with these. My favorite beauty blogger is Raw Beauty Christy. She is If you're not subscribed to her, who you should be, what are you doing? She's so hysterically funny, and she's just like awesome. But she did this look, I think she did an anti-haul. I think it was her anti-haul video, and she had this beautiful, like, red shimmery eyes, and it was like kind of red under here with the glitter, and it was just the prettiest eye look. And I was looking at it, and at the end she was like, and I used the ColourPop Supernova Shadows. So I took my happy little ass to ColourPopCosmetics.com, and I ordered these immediately, all 3 shades, because I was like, if Raw Christy Beauty, I always call her Raw Beauty Christy, I don't know why. If she likes these, I'm going to love them. They're actually swatched on my hand right now because I just filmed a video with these. I'm debating about posting it. It's with this eye look. I'm kind of showing you guys how I got here, but the glitter on my eyes is not even these. These are just so bad. They don't do what they're supposed to do. They flake off, and it just really like get all up in here completely throughout the day, flake off. They don't work for your eyes. I don't know another use I could do for these. Like, I don't know another... I'm not sure of another way I could make these, where else I could put these on my skin that isn't my eyes. Because if you put them on your eyes, it just creases so bad. If you touch them with a brush, they flake right off. Like, these are just not good. I really, really, really hate these, and I'm really sad about it because they're only $7 a piece, but still that's like money you spent that you want something to work for. So this is a definite nay for me, dog. Watch me nay. This I'm really sad about. Okay. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in the shade Sugar. Hi, friend. I'm sad. I still am going to use this because I spent so much money on it that I want to use it. I just have to come to the realization I do not like this. May be an unpopular opinion. I'm sorry if it's an unpopular opinion. I just don't like Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighters. I don't like them. Like, I like them swatched, but there's something about the texture of these that just doesn't mesh with my skin, and I need to stop trying to make these mesh with my skin because I'm just wasting my money. The only one that is an exception to that I found is what I got on Black Friday, which is the Aurora Glow Kit. So far, these have all worked for me, but I think maybe this is a different formula with all the colors. All of their natural highlights just... they don't work. And it's so sad because they're so pretty. And I want to, even this shade like Butterscotch, I tried really hard with all of them, and I'm still going to keep trying these and trying different methods to apply them and stuff because I really want to make these work. But for the month of November, every time I put these on, I just had to put on a different highlight because they just weren't popping enough. So for the month of November, I'm showing off my highlight because I love it. For the month of November, these are unfortunately a nay. I'm sorry. Your packaging is really pretty, though. It's, like, all glittery. And I love ABH. It's so sad. And finally, you guys, again, this is another one that's kind of an unpopular opinion, I feel like. I feel like I might get some shit for this, but this is the Morphe 3502 palette. 350, Queen, Slay, we love a good palette. 350 is just like the epitome of what I would want in an I don't know why I'm doing this, everyday palette. Like, I love the 350. It's just not as good. It's not even the formula, I think. First of all, this gold shimmer shade, which is like the best shimmer shade in the whole thing, is absolute trash. Disgusting. It just breaks apart on your eyes as soon as you apply it. Like completely breaks apart. Like absolutely horrible. And also, the shades that you would want to use the most, like these red shades are like nice. I just don't think this is as like hyped up as it should have been. When I got this, I was like, girl, I'm gonna create the best fall looks you bitches have ever seen. Like, this is going to be the best look ever. And it just hasn't turned out that way. It's just kind of been like a meh palette. It's not horrible, but because I was so hyped about it, I think that's why I'm like, oh, this is not good. So this is definitely a nay for the month of November. I'm gonna keep playing with it though and keep trying to like make it work. But for right now, I don't think this is a great one. That red though is just so pretty. It looks so pretty. Like the palette itself is so pretty, but it's just, it's a nay from me. Okay, friends, that was the entire video of my November slays and nays. I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. There's still a chance to win my giveaway. It is going to be going till Saturday. It's for 750 and 500 subscribers because you guys are amazing, and I'm just overwhelmed with the love that you guys have been providing to me. Thank you so much for watching these videos. And if you guys have any questions, or I love talking to you guys in the comments. It's like my favorite thing. I'm sorry I haven't been able to answer everyone. It's just been, like, I woke up this morning and I literally had 95 comments on my video and I was like, this is crazy. But I do love talking to you guys in the comments. I do check them, like, constantly. So if you guys have any questions or any thoughts on all of this, like, please let me know, because that's my favorite part about all of this, is that I'm getting to, like, meet you guys and talk to you guys. So thank you guys so much for subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.